Welcome back to OASIS, the Oversized Access State Interstate System. This video will guide you through the steps for setting axle weights and groups. Certain permit types and dimensions require axle weights and axle spacing to be entered. If the gross weight exceeds a configurable weight set by MassDOT or is required for the permit type, the system will prompt you when these specifications are met by graying out the gross weight box and an Enter Weights button appears. For a superload permit, you must define axle spacing and weight as part of the permit application. After entering vehicle information and dimensions, choose the Enter Weights button on the right. Begin by defining the total number of axles. Axle spacing is the space between the current axle and the axle in front of it in feet and inches measured according to MassDOT permitting regulations. Axles are numbered from the front to the rear of the axle. If the permit requires the number of tires, width, or axle type, there are checkboxes at the top for those configurations. Checking the number of tires box will require you to enter the total number of tires for the specified axle. Axles can be defined as having 2, 4, or 8 tires per axle. Checking the width box will require the total width of each specified axle. Checking the axle type box will require you to select whether the axle is fixed, steerable, or a drive axle. Enter the weight for the first axle, then work down the chart, entering the information specified. Remember that the loaded length includes any overhangs and will not match what is entered in the total spacing section. After entering all information required, we suggest that you take advantage of the display configuration option to review before continuing. Please note that in a top view, tire spacing on a specific axle is not representative of actual. Image is to depict relative axle spacing and number of tires only. Click Validate Weights and Close to ensure that all weights and distances conform to the state of Massachusetts requirements. Once validation has passed, you can continue with the permit application process. This concludes the OASIS user tutorial video on setting axle weights and groups. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, more videos are available for your convenience on the login page.